used to it, that's just going to be very difficult for the Husky hitters to decipher between in tonight's game.
Struck her out, and Taylor Tinsley gets the evening started with a K. The board 2 for 4 last night. Ground ball to short. Bragg diving, and no play at first. DeBoer is aboard, the first base runner of the night for Washington.
Well, Nick, you mentioned
16 new players in total. Called third strike, got her looking.
Tinsley did.
Alvarez strikes out, and it's an emphatic start to the ball game for Taylor Tinsley. Tinsley. Back up the middle, Reimer deflected it. Bubke charges, not in time. Start this first inning. All 4.
You see Reimer missing away on those left-handed hitters. That's something to note.
And that is drilled in the air. Left center field. Way back there. Gone. UCLA takes a 3-0 lead in the first, courtesy of Jordan Woolery.
Does a good job of getting ahead at first, but Woolery shows why she is as good as she is. That ball's left a little bit too fat over the plate. And look at that emotion, just trotting around the bases. Megan Woolery gets the Bruins on the board. Here too about hitting some home runs.
And that one is drilled to right field. Way back there. Adios! Back-to-back jacks. 4-0 UCLA in the first inning. Number 21 for Megan Grant.
It's almost becoming odd when she doesn't hit a home run, and I think she's having a competition with herself to see which ones can be farther. That one into the trees, Nick. Megan Grant, a no-doubter, adding yet another run on the board for UCLA.
She entered.
This is very similar to yesterday, right? How will you continue to score runs in the later innings? Because you have one big inning and then you sit on it a little bit. Can you continue to score? So both teams working on things that they can get better at, figuring out how that will play out, and hope. And Slimp just not able to square it up yet in this at-bat.
Poke to the left side. Pesek, the throw in time. The back-to-back outs reported by Reimer after the back-to-back home runs. On the ground to the right side. Diving stop by Bubke. And retires Ramirez just in time. And UCLA plates 4 in the first inning. The Bruins hit back-to-back home runs for
that on a team of a lot of new faces and a lot of young players. That's somebody that people are going to look towards to say, hey, help us in these situations.
Another strikeout, though, for Taylor Tinsley. All 4 outs she has recorded have been a strike. Top 25 wins this year over Arizona and Oregon. And another strikeout. Sava'atasi well out in front. Already a 5th K for Taylor Tinsley. And that is hit high in the air down the right field line. Hooking, and it is caught in foul ground by Caitlin Terry, and that'll end the inning.
As well.
Grounder snagged by Reimer. The underhand flip, that retires Maggie Daniel, who's getting the start at catcher tonight for UCLA. So, Reimer looks to have settled in. This is now 4 retired in a row. Freshman. She's taking on that load now as a sophomore. 3-2. Ball 4.
And I think that's something that is so awesome to see with young continuously get better, because everybody here on your team and your opponents were the best players in their organizations, in their high schools.
Bubke handles the chopper, tags out Terry. Clemens at the plate will reach. 2 on, 1 out for Pola. And that is on the ground. Bubke is there. The flip is in time. They got her. Pola retired just in the nick of time on the high toss there.
Right? You get to college, you might be one position, but if you want to get on the field, find ways to play the infield, the outfield, middles, corners, all of it.
Called third strike on the outside. Number 6 for Tinsley. Washington has had all night, and it was incredibly foul.
Well, I think Bubke just is playing with so much confidence right now. We saw her make those plays in the field, and now she's carrying that into her at-bat.
But she strikes out here as Tinsley puts it off the outside. So she's faced the order
over her head. I've done it plenty of times.
There's a little swinging bunt fielded by Bragg, and in time, and that'll end the inning. 2 more strikeouts for Taylor Tinsley. She is now retired 8 in a row. And that is drilled to left field on a line and caught in front of the track by Carroll.
I'm not sure if it did.
Payoff pitch grounded to the right side, and it's through for a base hit. Megan Grant now 2 for 2. A diving effort there from... Now here's Bragg. And that is drilled to right center field. Base hit all the way to the wall. Grant to third. She's going to be sent home. No, held up at the last moment. Wide turnover there. And
that ball is hit on the ground. We'll get to that in a moment, depending.
There's a fly ball to left field with the outfield shallow. It's over the head of Mazzola all the way to the wall. Grant scores. Here comes Bragg. The throw, not in time. And Slimp ends up on third. UCLA now in front 6-0.
Was in as well. She's going to get a pitch. It looks like it's a little bit up and out, so she does exactly what she's supposed to do. Gets her hands to that ball, hits that in the gap. Both base runners were off on contact. And how about Slimp just being so heads up to get all the way to third base? That's what makes the UCLA offense so lethal. Gets a check swing and a miss.
Struck her out. Back-to-back off speed. And that's the second strikeout by a Washington.
Right? Like, even this matchup with Washington has always been such a historic one.
And there's a strikeout back-to-back for Riley Rabine since coming into the game. Much needed for the Huskies. But UCLA... Called third strike, got her looking. Number 8 for Tinsley.
I talked about it.
Well, a few times Tinsley's been behind in the count. And Glab sends a fly ball, shallow right field. Terry in is there, makes the catch. 2 outs.
And as a hitter, that is one thing, though, that can play to your...
And she's one of the few returners for Washington this year. And there's a fly ball down the left field line. Bragg back from short, makes the catch, a step into foul ground. And
she located it really well. She kept it up in the zone, and she mixed in some different speeds.
Now a bunt here from Caitlin Terry, and she is aboard. Glab's throw is late, and it's a leadoff bunt single. West Player of the Year last year with Cal Poly. She looks to bunt, and taking off for second goes Terry. She's in there safely. A high throw from Glab. Second stolen bag of the evening.
That's teamwork right there. Good jump by Terry and a good job by Clemens at the plate.
Now the 0-2 grounded right at Bubke. And there's out number 1, retiring Clemens as Terry moves on over to third.
You know, one thing we talk about, the game is finally showing that hard work that she's always put in.
Ground ball will get through the right side. That scores Terry. Pola safe at first. An RBI single extends UCLA's lead, now 7-0.
And, you know, we noted that that Husky defense was pulled in, right? So Bubke's not going to have a chance at that ball because this was hit pretty hard off the bat by Pola, right in that 3-4 hole. DeBoer can't get to it at first either because they're a little bit more in, slower reaction time, another run on the board for UCLA. Don't make a mistake and get yourself thrown out.
Pass line to right field, and a diving catch made by Flores. Quick throw to first, and back safely is Pola. But what a grab out in right field by Flores. Takes it right away. 2 outs, and now Grant at the plate. And that hit her. Got a piece of her lead arm. 2 on, 2 out.
Trying to keep hitters off balance, that's one way to do it.
Struck her out. Raybon gets her 3rd strikeout and able to strand a pair. Got some good defense. And that is hard hit up the middle. Base hit for Flores. And just the 2nd one of the night for Washington. But they have the leadoff batter aboard in the 5th inning.
I think you can tell a lot about it can work both ways, right? So if you do make a good play in the field, come into your at-bat and use that.
There's a bunt fielded by Grant. Throws to Pola covering first. And that retires Seva Atasi with Flores advancing up to 2nd. Strikeouts, first time Tinsley faced him. Now just 1 so far. And that is struck well to the opposite field. Slit back at the wall. And that one is gone. A home run just over the wall for Sophie Mazzola.
Did exactly that. She's ahead in the count against Tinsley. Look at that. Goes with that pitch, keeps her hands on top of it, and utilizes her lower half to get that just over the wall in left field. We want to see adjustments. The Huskies are making them. I love it. It's awesome.
Makes it a 7-2 ball game. Just like last night, Washington fighting back. And that's a liner caught by Grant. 2 outs. And Pesek perhaps a bit unlucky there. Morgan.
You're feeling a little bit more confident. The next time you come up to the plate, you're ready to swing away and you have that timing down.
Lofty fly ball to left field. Slim in and makes the catch to end the inning. But Washington is on the board. Good. That's a good competition here coming down the stretch of the regular season. Inside out into left field. Right on a line caught by Carroll.
Looks a little funky there.
These in strikeouts. Hard hit back up the middle. Base hit. And Ramirez now in the hit column. And a 1-out base runner for UCLA. And that is struck, short hop to 3rd. Alvarez goes to 2nd, around the horn, not in time. 2 outs now as Mujica is able to stay out of the double.
I think she might be out based on that replay. Her foot was not yet on the bag when that ball was caught from that first look.
She is out. So it's a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. An 8-pitch effort there from Rama early in the year. Played Oregon a few weeks ago. Now back here in Los Angeles. Payoff pitch, struck her out. First one in a little while for Taylor Tinsley, but that's number 9 on the evening.
Now, and so
as there's a sharp grounder to 3rd, Woolery throws out the board at first. First 2 retired by Tinsley.
Every single player's just stepped into their new role and has thrived.
Lab trying to bunt her way on, but it's right at Grant. Didn't tag her initially and throws it to Pola just in case. And 2 2/3 sits. And on the hand, slow roller to the right side. Bubke is there and shovels it over to DeBoer for the first out.
Bubke stays nice and low on the ground in this one. He's
2-2. And that is struck well out to center field, and Mazzola watches it get up off the wall, and Clements is standing on 2nd with a 1-out double. And And she puts the bunt down, right back to Raybon. The throw to first, on time and on target for the second out. Clemens advancing to third. Raybon trying to get out of the inning unscathed. 2-2 pitch. And that is driven to center field. Mazzola got a good jump on it, and she's there for the catch to end the inning. A one-out double left stranded on third. Washington down to their final 3 outs. In the air, down the left field line. Trending foul. Bragg sliding, and she makes the catch right up against the wall. How about it, Kadaya Bragg?
Look at that.
And this is game number 44. 1-2. Struck her out. Number 10 for Tinsley.
Right? Even if you don't get hits tonight or you don't score more runs tonight, can you utilize this in the future?
Struck her out. And after 8 pitches, Taylor Tinsley wins the battle and wins the ball game for UCLA on her 11th strikeout of the evening. UCLA clinches the weekend series over the Huskies, and they have now won 11 in a row to get to 38-5 on the season.
Taylor Tinsley was so impressive for the Bruins, just spinning the ball, utilizing that up pitch, and also mixing in that changeup. That is just so lethal. And how about Megan Grant and Jordan Mulry again?